We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Better than beautiful. See, you're the reason men fall in love. You're the best part of waking up.
Welcome, coming to you live from the studios of LA Talk Live in sunny Los Angeles, California. This is Alayna's Beauty Talk and more, and I'm your host, Alayna. We're here to talk about beauty and more in all its expressions every Wednesday at noon Pacific time. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. This is Alayna's Beauty Talk and more on LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk.
Thank you for tuning into LA Talk Live and the Talk Live Broadcast Network, original reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk. Stay tuned.
Oh, your skin looks great.
Thank you.
What's your secret?
Frankincense and myrrh oil by Ancient Essence.
Frankincense and myrrh oil by Ancient Essence?
Yes, it's a beauty secret used since the time of the Greeks and Romans. The spa in Malibu told me about frankincense and myrrh by Ancient Essence, and now my skin is lovely.
Well, your skin looks great.
Call Ancient Essence at 1-800-627-9813. Discover the secret of beautiful skin. Call 1-800-627-9813. Discover the secret. Frankincense and myrrh oil by Ancient Essence. Discover the secret of beautiful skin. Available at fine spas and beauty centers.
Young Connection, your one-stop connection for all your graphic design and commercial printing needs. Young Connection is a full-service printing and media design company dedicated to providing the highest level of customer service and satisfaction. Young Connection provides swift response and rapid turnaround services for banners, brochures, business cards, letterheads, church bulletins, funeral programs, flyers, logo design, posters, and much, much more, all at an affordable price. Young Connection, the official printing company of LA Talk Live. Give them a call at 310-491-3336. That's 310-491-3336, or visit their website at www.youngconnection.com. That's www.youngconnection.com. Young Connection Printing and Media Services, proud sponsors of LA Talk Live, where it's more than just talk.
Welcome back to Alayna's Beauty Talk and more. Happy
New Year,
everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year.
2013.
Yeah, oh my God, 2013. I don't know where it's gone.
I know.
Oh my God. Well, we're going to start off the new year being healthy, being happy, doing food, doing whatever, doing exercise. Oh my gosh. Funny story. And then I'm going to put Lynn on. I was at the gym last night because Gold's Gym in West Hollywood Hollywood now, is the only gym I ever have been a member of that's open all day on New Year's Day. So I was there a little bit earlier than I normally am. And all of a sudden I hear somebody come over to me and said, "Hey, Alayna." I'm like, oh my God, it's Dr. Levi. I didn't even recognize him. He has a show before mine, and we've been trying to do another show together, and it was so out of context. I knew that he was a runner, but I didn't know that he worked out. at Gold's Gym, but he goes at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Of course.
And my time is like between 4 and 6. So if it wasn't for this weird day, we would have never known we were at the same gym.
You work out at the end of the day?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, when I do my clients, I do my walking with my clients in
during
the
the day.
morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not a real morning heavy lift weight type of person. I like walking and gentle stretching in the mornings and do my heavy
That makes sense.
workouts in the afternoon.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I like TV. I can't stand the elliptical for an hour if there's not something good on TV
Absolutely.
to watch.
Really.
That really breaks it up. Or good music.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back,
Well,
Lynn
thank
Kaufman,
you. Thank you.
Weight Watchers leader.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking all the odd days.
Well, we ended the year, hopefully giving people a little motivation, and everybody's ready now. Every
Everybody.
commercial, every print ad, everybody's talking
Oh
about
my
gyms.
God, I was just talking to, I told you, my girlfriend's husband, he gained 11 pounds between
Oh.
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
He admitted that to you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Really? That's so unnecessary. But we'll talk about that again in December. But now everybody's ready. I was joking. We were watching the Rose Bowl yesterday, the Rose Parade, I guess, in the late morning on TiVo. And there were so many ads for Weight Watchers and other weight loss programs. Our Weight Watchers ads were just great. And other weight loss programs. And then came the ads for the gym. And then I think even like Domino's had a lower calorie pizza. I was laughing. It's just everybody's ready. This is the time to do it.
Well, you got to start now. It's
Right
New
now.
Year's resolutions.
Right now.
It's the first of the year. If you start now, hopefully you will continue it for the rest of your life. This is not, okay, I'll start today, do it 2 days, and then, okay, next year at the same time, I'll do my same 2 days. That's not going to work.
Let's take care of business, And that's partly why Weight Watchers is such a winner. Is because we are not a diet, because we are a lifestyle commitment for people. And it's so simple to do. It's not easy, but it's simple. It really is. It's right now, kind of now or never. I was saying to you earlier, I was driving over here and I was thinking, I'm certainly in January, I'm all about tough love. Seriously, anyone who's listening, do you want to get healthy? Do you want to live longer? Do you want the quality of your life to be improved? Do you want to get, like you said, your cholesterol down, your blood pressure down? You want to look better? You want to feel hot at any age? Now's the time to do it. Just kind of, it's so interesting to me because people who've had long-term weight issues, I'll talk to you about some of the new science that Weight Watchers has revealed. We're 50 years old and we've got some new information. But I just think that people, bottom line, have to kind of look at themselves and say, do I want this or not?
Yeah, you need
like
to learn
anything
to
else.
make better choices.
Right, one day at a time.
I told a story to somebody about the analogy you made about starting Weight Watchers like you're taking a college course.
Right.
To take it very seriously for how long? I guess until you get to your weight or get comfortable with.
Yeah, well, then you stick around in Weight Watchers forever. I mean, we might as well start with that idea. The thing, it's interesting. A friend of mine a couple years ago I won't mention the diet, but she did a diet. Okay, it was the cookie diet. I just didn't get that at all. People were eating these wafers 5 or 6 times a day, these little muffin things.
Oh, I saw somebody lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, I did too.
Within a year, all of it and more was
and more
put back.
and more. I watched a couple people do the cookie diet, and I don't know what it was.
Still
These
around?
little, I don't know. I
I
thought,
know the one on Wilshire's closed.
Closed, yeah, they closed as quickly as they came. But they kind of opened up. I mean, there's been so many diets over the years, but they opened up and in these little storefronts. And this friend of mine went and she had one of these cookies with coffee and then a cookie with a Diet Coke at 11. And then she ate these cookies all day. And maybe she ate dinner. The point was she lost, 15, 20 pounds. And at some point I said to her, I'm a Weight Watcher person, 13 years now. And I said to her, so what's their maintenance plan? And she said, oh, I don't know. I'll ask him. And she said that she went in and she said to the guy who doesn't know anything about anything, this guy's selling cookies in the store, and she went in and said to him, so what's the maintenance plan? And he said to her, maintenance plan? Seriously? you want to lose 20 pounds? Don't eat for a while, but then what? How do you do the rest of your life? You can't eat these cookies for the rest of your life. You're going to go out to eat. You were just talking about Christmas Eve, right? You were faced with incredible choices.
Brie and
Oh,
my
brie.
God. I mean, champagne.
What'd you
and
do?
brie.
What'd you do?
It was a big party in the Hollywood Hills.
How'd you handle the food?
I ate it.
Okay, but
And I love
no applause
everything.
for that one. But something tells me probably not as much as the guy who gained 11 pounds would have eaten at that party. No, am I wrong?
I ate a lot it was just
For
'cause
you?
for me, and it was a lot of picky food, which I like. It wasn't a sit down. So this lady was an amazing cook, and her house. It was a very small, like cottage farmhouse.
Oh, cute.
That was so stunning, and the people were just a lot of people cooked it was, yes, I ate way more than I normally do. I mean,
It was New Year's Eve.
yeah.
Was that your plan? You knew you were going to have a little party.
Not as much as I ate more than I thought I was going to eat.
Really? And
But-
then what did you do the next day? Well, you were at Gold's Gym.
I went to the gym.
On the 1st.
I went to the gym.
And you ate. You continued to eat food. I mean, you didn't wake up in the morning and do the I'm never eating again diet.
No. I started out with my normal breakfast.
Yeah.
And I ate just normal.
You're such a Weight Watcher. You're such a Weight Watcher. So I was telling you about our maintenance plan. So what happens when people lose their weight on Weight Watchers is that we invite, expect, encourage, practically demand that people keep coming for the rest of their life for free. And I don't know if people understand that. This little bar that you want to get to in Weight Watchers is you want to lose your weight, whatever it is, 20, 30, 50, 100 pounds. And then you are a lifetime member of Weight Watchers for free, zero money, free, no catches, I promise, for the rest of your life. What that means is that if you show up just once a month to a meeting, and you can come 7 days a week. We love having people. But if you show up to a meeting once a month for the rest of your life, you are free. All you have to do is weigh in once in a calendar month and not be over 2 pounds over your goal. And if you are, you pay the weekly fee, which now is $14, and you move on. But just we want people. In fact, I'll do a meeting tomorrow, Thursday, and I will probably have 40 people there, 40, 45 people, and seriously, 8 or 10 of them will be free lifetime members.
Yeah, you've had guests on the
Many.
show that most of the guests that you've either brought on or that you had on were lifetime members.
Yes, free lifetime members.
Free.
And we, when I first, I'm pretty smart, and I was looking at this business model of Weight Watchers, and I thought, seriously, free? You don't make any money on free. Why would Weight Watchers
But they
want
do,
this?
because it brings people into the stores.
Bingo. Not just into the stores. No, beyond that. Yes, it brings them in the store, and they can buy things if they choose to, but they certainly don't have to. No.
It keeps them healthy.
We know. Certainly, we know. You want to keep guessing because you'll get it eventually.
No,
But we know that we spend millions of dollars. It's public information on our celebrities and advertising. And I mean, I don't know how much it costs to have ads. We had many ads during the Rose Bowl yesterday, and
Millions
during the Rose Bowl parade. I don't know if we had them. I didn't watch the football game, but yeah, we did, because my son screamed at me at one point. Weight Watchers, another commercial. They were on all day. Millions and millions of dollars. We know from all of our studies and research that I'm going to venture to say half or more of our members come in because they know someone who lost weight on Weight Watchers and they keep it off. So my lifetime members, whether they realize it or not, they're ambassadors for Weight Watchers because they're walking around looking good.
Well, that was
right?
my first thought, because of all the programs and all my years of teaching exercise or having my makeup business in Beverly Hills and watching people lose weight. The only people that kept it off,
being the keyword, kept
it off
Sure.
were the people that stayed on Weight Watchers.
Absolutely.
Or started to gain it back and went right back on Weight Watchers. I mean, sometimes you have to start and stop a couple times before you get it.
Most of us, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, food is hard because
Live and
it's
learn.
around everywhere.
Yep.
You have to learn to balance it out.
Yep.
All right. That was a fast 15.
Really? Was that 15? Wow.
Yeah, wow. Look,
Wow.
we're right on the money.
Good music
All right.
today.
Yeah, Richard changed my theme song, which I really like. So we're starting off the new year 2013 with a new theme song. That's
Good
a little
music.
hard to say.
Theme
yeah.
song. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Lynn and I are going to come back. This whole show is going to be about Weight Watchers, telling us what's new at Weight Watchers for 2013. And we're going to give you some tips. We're going to tell some more goofy stories. So just hang out, everybody. Lynn
got
and
presents.
You got presents,
I do.
and Christmas is over. But you know what? The new year's just starting, and you got to have a healthy year. That's what we're here to talk about, having a healthy, happy new year. So
Absolutely.
Stay tuned, everybody. This is Alayna's Beauty Talk and more on LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk.
They've got the same old sin. I tell them the same old jokes, and I get the same old grin. But now the joke is on you. It happens somehow with you. Every day of my life, I'm as fresh as morning dew. Just because
You are now tuned into LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
just because of you, boy. Just because of you.
Beauty magnets. Cleopatra's beauty ritual. Beauty magnets are a modern-day spin on an ancient beauty secret. Beauty magnets are a unique system of relaxation, revitalization, and renewal. Face and spirit reach a new level of balanced beauty, making you look and feel radiant. Tiny charged magnets increase circulation, promoting the look and feel of a natural lift. Face and spirit reach a new level of balanced beauty. De-stress your face with magnet therapy. Beauty Magnets of Beverly Hills, Hollywood. Available at www.beautymagnets.com. That's www.beautymagnets.com. Beauty Magnets, Cleopatra's beauty ritual, and proud sponsors of Alayna's Beauty Talk.
Hello again, it's me. Your shoulder's where I sit. The half nobody sees of the silent partnership.
Welcome back to Alayna's Beauty Talk and more. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm here with my special guest, Lynn Kaufman, Weight Watchers leader. She's been here 2 weeks in a row because we want to get you really ready to start the new year off healthy, eating right, and there's no better program than Weight Watchers. I've been doing this show now for 3 years, and 2.5, almost 3. I've been promoting Weight Watchers because I think it is the best program out there. And last night, I've been still talking about Dr. Levy. He has a show before mine. He's an amazing doctor. He has an amazing show. So don't forget to tune in to his show. It's Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. I want to give him a big shout out because his show is amazing. He's an amazing doctor and so handsome. You got to look at him. Anyway, last night when we were talking at the gym, because I ran into him, I said, oh, yeah, I have, Lynn Kaufman from Weight Watchers coming on the show. And he said, that's the best program. So even doctors know it's the best program. So, she's here, so listen to her. She's really knowledgeable. How long have you been a Weight Watcher leader?
12 and a half years.
Okay.
Unbelievable. I know.
And I've been to one of her meetings. They're fun.
Yeah.
Weight Watchers meetings are fun.
It better be.
Otherwise, why waste
Not a
your
lecture.
time?
Not a lecture.
It's fun,
No.
everybody. I remember that one, when that girl said, she lost 50 pounds and everybody started clapping. She started crying. I mean, it was just so nice. There was so much support in that room. And that's what you really need is support to get started on a long-term journey.
You just reminded me, I hadn't thought about speaking about this, but last night I went to Ralph's and I was at the supermarket and this woman said, hello to me. I hadn't seen her in a long time. She's a Weight Watcher member. And I recognized her immediately, an older woman, and she always came with her husband. They lost weight. They were lifetime members, our lifetime members. And I started talking to her, and she very tearfully told me that her husband passed away just a couple months ago, 3-4 months ago. She's a lovely woman, be John, who passed away. And she said, every time I see somebody, they go, "Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you, Lynn. I have to come back to Weight Watchers." I always hear that. And I said, I'm not going to say her name, but I said, you should come back. And I looked at her, and she's such a lovely woman. She said she's gained a little bit of weight since her husband died. And she looked pretty good. But she said, I really miss it. And I encouraged her to come. Actually, I'm hoping she's there. I think she will be tomorrow morning to my Thursday 10:30 meeting in West LA. And I said to her, "Listen, walk in the door and I'll introduce you to these women." And it's like a little club. These people come, they look for each other every week. She's a little lonely right now because her husband passed away. I said, I don't know how to tell you this. You will make some friends. And that's just the most amazing thing about Weight Watchers is you start to care about people. When that woman, I remember when you were there and that woman lost 50 pounds, there's always someone teary in the room going, "Oh my gosh, if she can do it, I can do it." And there's something, we have an online program. It was initially created, of course, for people who live in the middle of nowhere and can't get to meetings. But a lot of people choose to do it. We have 1.5 million people signed up right now, on Weight Watchers in this country. 1.5 million, 1.5 million people. It's amazing. And a lot of them are doing the online, and a lot of them are successful. We show them in our commercials. We feature them in the magazine. But for me, and I'm not a groupie kind of person, it's sort of amazing to me that I work for Weight Watchers and lead meetings. But I'll tell you, walking in the door, I connected with the leader. I connected with the people in the meeting, and I just felt like we're all the same, rich, poor, green, purple, Hispanic, whatever. We're all the same. We're all fighting the same fight. And I continue to learn so much from my members. It's funny. I go home and everything everybody talks about, I give it a try. We're all in this together. And it is so comforting to be in a room with people who are being successful.
Yeah, it is. It's a support group.
It's a support group.
You need support. Not all of us are perfect. We don't live our lives with perfection. We're going to fall off, but you don't want to get that crazy. So you go to a meeting, you hear other people that did the same thing, maybe even worse than what you thought you did. So, hey, that's not so bad. I can start again. Mm-hmm. And it makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
You don't have to make losing weight that difficult
or
you
painful.
Can make painful. You can make it fun and make new friends. And
I don't think people believe us. This sounds very, very odd. So you know what they should do if
come.
They don't believe us? Yeah, right.
Come.
Free. Are we screaming? We're screaming at them.
That's okay.
Free.
Yeah, they'll probably take their earphones and really be mad at us, like, "Oh my God!"
Enough
but
already.
You know what? Maybe it'll get through to them. Okay. One little scream will get through to them, and they'll hear us.
2013. So show up. Go to a meeting. If you've ever been a member before, you're going to be shocked in in the Los Angeles area and throughout the country. We have redone the stores. They're beautiful. Little private way booths. If you haven't come, you should come and see us. They're so
I should
beautiful.
Stop at the one when I'm on my walk down to the Beverly Connection.
Yeah, you should just come upstairs. They're so beautiful. We're open business hours now instead of just during the meetings. The centers are beautiful. In fact, part of, there's the ads are all about this new Weight Watchers 360. We haven't changed the food plan. What's different is the way we present the information because we have lots of new research, lots of new products. The stores look different. We're open store hours, not meeting hours. And the most exciting part for a lot of us who are really a little bit tech savvy. I'm not so tech savvy, although I to get my iPad yesterday. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to get into all of this. We have incredible online tools to help people. The counting, the tracking. We have now a new thing on our trackers where it's really, I have to back up for a second. What's really funny is that everybody has a good excuse not to do this. I mean, everybody, my family's in town. I work too hard. I live alone. I'm not going to cook for myself. I have a huge family. I'm not going to cook for myself.
Cooking for yourself is really easy.
I have heard this forever. I always think, I just had surgery. Somebody I love just died. I don't have a job. I have 3 jobs. I've heard every excuse in the book. One of the funniest excuses we hear from people who are actually tracking, and they're pretty good, is I didn't have time to write down my food in a restaurant or I couldn't figure it out. So one of the things I love about Weight Watchers is you have an excuse, we will help you with that excuse. So now there's a little tool that you can actually take a picture of your food. and you can figure it out later.
I mean, that's what the lady that I trained. She went to a nutritionist or has a phone thing, and she was writing down, and
That's
that
what you
would
do. Write
that
it
would be
down.
a good thing because sometimes she didn't remember
Right.
what she ate. So now you just take a picture
There's
of
a picture on our tracking device.
That's
So
amazing.
funny.
That's that's a very good tool.
Right. You go out
Oh
to
my
dinner.
God!
Can't
If
figure it
I
out.
took pictures of everything I ate on New Year's Eve, forget it. I would have had it full.
Right. Right. It's proof.
It's proof I did it.
Wow.
But it was fun,
Worth it. Was it worth it?
Yeah, because I hadn't had a cookie in a year.
Oh my gosh.
'Cause,
Well, that's a problem. I had a cookie yesterday. That's a problem. Gotta have
no,
a cookie.
because I was I just hadn't craved it.
Yeah.
I have a sugar thing. So if I start putting sugar in my body,
Yeah.
I'll eat it all day.
Right.
So I have to be really careful. But I mean, I eat like the Cliff Bars, the almond walnut raisin one that tastes like a cookie.
Mhm.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I eat food comparable to cookies, but I don't have like a chocolate chip cookie, or I hadn't had a chocolate chip cookie, let's say, in a year.
Oh my gosh.
So the two things I wanted to do over the holidays was to have a chocolate chip cookie and have a muffin.
Did you have a chocolate chip cookie at the
I
party?
had lots of chocolate
I
because
see.
a lady made them, so they
Oh.
were really
Warm out of the oven.
no, but they were homemade.
Okay.
So
Got to be warm. And what about a muffin?
I did have one big muffin at Joe's when I went out with my friend for breakfast because I had eaten, so
Was it good?
it was so good. It was one of the best muffins I've ever had.
Oh, there. See? It has to be worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. So now I'm done. Now I'm back on my goofy food that I eat all the time, but I keep my weight at, between 109 and 111, and I want to stay there.
What are those numbers? Oh my gosh, really? Okay.
I mean, that wasn't anything because most of my life I was at like 117. But when I started at Gold's Gym and I did the weigh-in and they gave me the food, I just sort of changed. And I didn't realize that I lost the weight until people kept saying, "You're so tiny." I'm like, me, tiny? But I guess I am now, but it wasn't always that way.
It's wonderful. Good and healthy.
It is a good, healthy weight for me.
Yeah.
I should have done it years ago, but we didn't have all these things that we have now.
So can I give you your presents?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very excited because I promised this
You
to you
did
so many
promise me
times,
these.
and I finally remembered. And I don't know. Am I on camera? Maybe. How are we doing? Okay. We have so many new things at the Weight Watchers store. And I want to point out to people that you don't have to be a member to walk into a Weight Watchers store. We used to actually not sell to people if they weren't members. But now the Weight Watchers store itself has all kinds of
Well, they got to
wonderful
pay the
things.
rent.
Yes, we're happy to have you come in. Please come and browse, But we've
But
always
it's
had
nice
people
'cause
who
you
love our
have
bars.
They have really cute things in
We
there.
do. Wait till you see. So, and I will bring you something very cute next month too. But a couple things at a time. So this is our newest item now. Other people have them. I know you can buy one in Bed Bath & Beyond, but this is,
Same thing?
well, it doesn't, I don't know.
Doesn't
I
have
don't
the Weight
one.
Watchers seal of approval.
Well, it doesn't count it in the way that we count. So
got it.
it's got our little counting thing on it. So this is the olive oil sprayer, and it's very simple. Do you have one?
No.
What do you use?
Nothing, just a bottle.
Oh, you pour? Oh, you
Well,
can't.
I've been, I don't always mix my own.
Yeah, but this is just straight for olive oil or for salad dressing, maybe?
Yeah,
or what?
I like the Trader Joe's salad, the balsamic vinaigrette,
Okay.
not the low fat one because that has too much sodium.
So you can put it in here, but not if it has spices in it because it won't go in. So
Right,
this
because
is
it's got a little sprayer.
little tiny sprayer.
It'll get stuck.
Yeah, they won't even go in there. But this is the coolest thing. Of course, I just learned that you're supposed to wash it out once in a while so it doesn't go rancid. But it's just the coolest thing. You put in your olive oil or your vinegar.
It's got
I
the
do both.
measuring thing right in the middle for you.
Right. So what you do is just like this other one, you pump it. It's so cool. You just pump it and then you spray it, and 10 sprays are 1 point. Right. So it just gives us a little measure so we know what's going on.
Yeah,
with
because
Weight Watchers.
sometimes if you don't, salad dressings can have a lot of calories.
Oh my gosh, salad dressings are a nightmare,
Salad-
which leads me to my next present.
Yeah.
Hold on. So this is just the olive oil sprayer. And actually on the Weight Watcher plan, I don't know if you know this, Alayna, we one of our good health requirements is 2 teaspoons of a good oil a day, and that's the
You
flax
have
oil.
to have oil.
You have to have oil.
You have to have oil because your skin, your nails,
your digestive system.
your digestive system, just your joints need
Yeah.
oil.
You have to have oil.
You have
And
to have oil in
I think
your.
it's a mistake that a lot of people make. They walk around trying to do a completely fat-free diet.
You
and it's a
can't. You
mistake.
need some fat.
You absolutely need some fat.
You need good fat, but you need some fat.
And we'd like people to actually get it in a raw form, not, putting olive oil in, making your eggs or something like that. We actually want you to have the raw.
Raw is better. Raw is much better. You don't
much better for you.
Yeah.
So this
you
is
don't want it cooked.
I just messed up the little box. The
that's
directions are on
okay.
the bottom. But this is the olive oil sprayer, so I want you to have that.
Thanks.
And
I'll definitely use that.
You will use that. You will be shocked.
I will.
That you
Start
will use
using
this.
it tonight.
Wait till you see this. This is our brand new. We have so many new things. The salad dressing cruet, it's called. And I actually still in my house, I use the little cruet, the old Four Seasons thing.
Oh, I used to have one of those.
I love that. I still use it, but I switched over to this. And the reason is this is the minute it was invented, usually when Weight Watchers invent
Who
these
invents
things,
all these things?
I don't know. Usually when they invent them, I just kick myself and go, why didn't I think of that?
I
what
do
this
that too.
does, it only lets out 2 tablespoons. Because
Wow.
the trick with salad dressing is that we just sort of pour.
We do.
And that's the problem. Okay, so not only...
I learned to eye it much better now.
Yeah, but unless you're taking out your teaspoon, you don't want... So this thing, it locks after 2 tablespoons, which is considered a serving of salad dressing. Not only that, enjoy this, it's fun. And not only... I think it's cute. And this is the new color of Weight Watchers.
My whole house is done in green and pink, like that.
Oh, well, this is
so
very...
matches right
Look
in.
at that. This is the new Weight Watcher color. But what it gives us, actually, I've only tried one of these. The Italian oil and vinegar dressing gives you a recipe. Which one did I do? I did this one, lemon garlic dressing. It is so low in points.
Is there a raspberry one?
This one is mustard lime dressing. Yum. I love dressing. I love using mustard. So... This is
well, mustard's really good for it has no calories, right?
That's right. Not in Weight Watchers has no points. So we love our mustard. Is that music I hear? So salad dressing cruet. Enjoy.
I'm going to enjoy all
Way
these.
Cool. I want to hear about this because you're going to love it.
I will. Next
Good
time I will report back.
Okay.
And I'll send people there actually.
Yeah, to buy this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's under $20. Great little shopping store. You'd
yeah,
be surprised.
just because Christmas is over, gift season is never over.
No,
and especially healthy gifts.
You never know if things go on sale in January. They often do at Weight Watchers. So.
Oh, they do?
They do. Come and check us out. They do.
Wow, I never even thought that they would have a sale.
Yeah, a lot of sales in January. I was in the mall yesterday.
I was running around a little bit yesterday too.
Cute, huh?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I will.
Presents.
All right, that's our music.
Yeah, it is.
So we're going to take a break. What are we going to talk about when we come back?
We are going to talk about getting people in there and why they should.
Okay, so we're going to end on that. Okay, take us out to break. Let's use your voice.
My voice? Oh, this is Lynn Kaufman. I'm a guest here on Alayna's Beauty and More here at LA Talk Live. Have a great new year and start it out right. Come on into Weight Watchers.
And we'll be right back.
We will.
You were supposed to say that.
Best is yet to come the day of mine.
We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are
Hands can do incredible things. This is the sound of 326 hands playing Mozart. This is the sound of 10,942 hands showing appreciation. 64 hands building a house for the homeless. 142 hands swimming a triathlon. 18 hands winning the big game. And this is the sound of 2 hands helping to save a life. It's called Hands Only CPR, and it's recommended by the American Heart Association. If an adult suddenly collapses, call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of their chest until help arrives. It's incredibly easy and effective. Hands can do incredible things, but nothing compares to using them to help save a life. Find out more about this latest method of CPR at handsonlycpr.org. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Thank you for tuning into LA Talk Live and the Talk Live Broadcast Network, original reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, Chef Richard Petty here to tell you about LA Talk Live's new cooking show, Let's Do Lunch, with me, your host, Chef Richard Petty. Let's Do Lunch launches Saturday, January 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Well, tune in to Let's Do Lunch with me, Chef Richard Petty, Saturdays, 10 to 11 a.m., exclusively on LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk.
Young Connection, your one-stop connection for all your graphic design and commercial printing needs. Young Connection is a full-service printing and media design company dedicated to providing the highest level of customer service and satisfaction. Young Connection provides swift response and rapid turnaround services for banners, brochures, business cards, letterheads, church bulletins, funeral programs, flyers, logo design, posters, and much, much more, all at an affordable price. Young Connection, the official printing company of LA Talk Live. Give them a call at 310-491-3336. That's 310-491-3336, or visit their website at www.youngconnection.com. That's www.youngconnection.com. Young Connection Printing and Media Services, proud sponsors of LA Talk Live, where it's more than just talk.
Hi, this is Starlet Quarles, and I'm inviting you to join us every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for a new show right here on LA Talk Live, The Dialogue, Real Talk, Real People. Join us as we discuss the topics that are relevant to today's generational leaders. So don't forget to tune in to The Dialogue, Real Talk, Real People, every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. right here on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch and listen directly at LATalkLive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Welcome back to Alayna's Beauty Talk and more, our Weight Watchers show with Lynn Kaufman. I'm very excited to start the year off with Weight Watchers and Lynn Kaufman and getting everybody off on the right foot to have a healthy, happy new year. And if you want to take off whatever weight you want to, even if it's 5 pounds, 5 pounds makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you don't think 5 pounds is a big deal, but 5 pounds is a big deal. You know, you take people from what, 5 pounds and up?
And up.
And up.
Yes, and up. Yep, that's a requirement. You get 5 pounds to lose.
Okay, 5 pounds and up to
from the bottom of our little chart. People can look that up online, but it's not usually a problem. It's about 1 of 200 people walk in, and we sort of look at them and go, "Are you sure you have 5 pounds to lose?"
But you know what? Even if it's just the 5 pounds, or you really don't even have weight to lose, thin people are not always healthy.
Oh gosh, that's
for sure. That's really deceiving. Just because they're thin, it could be their metabolism, it does not mean they're healthy. So I think anybody can go to a Weight Watchers meeting because you learn so much. You get stuck in your rut.
Yep.
And you I know if you're cooking, you cook the same foods a lot. So if you go to a meeting, you can learn new things and, learn new tools. It's like the things that you've just brought me. I mean, things that make your life easier.
Oh, yeah. That's the idea. That's really what happens at Weight Watchers. It's funny. I was talking the other day about something with apples and the fruit. Now, this time around at Weight Watchers, we love our free fruit, meaning we don't count it. We just get to eat as much as we need to feel satisfied in a day. And somebody in the room said, I was saying how my husband loves applesauce. And someone said, have you ever made applesauce? And I'm not making applesauce. I'm not Betty Crocker, And they said, no, are you kidding? You take apples, you can peel them or not. You put them in a crock pot. I'm making soup in a crock pot at this very moment. You put them in a crock pot and you add like a half a cup of water and you leave. You slice the apples in quarters and you leave it sitting there for hours and hours and hours, and you come home and you have applesauce. I made the best applesauce you have ever had in your life. Nothing. I added nothing. No sugar, no cinnamon. You can do whatever you want. People add vanilla, not me. I just let these apples.
Oh, your husband must have been so happy.
Crazy. And today I looked and I realized I have these green apples. Their skin is too tough. I'm going to peel them first, but I'm going to put them in the crock pot. And I have some pears that are going bad. I bought these beautiful pears. Nobody ate them. And I'm going to put those in there too. And it is so delicious. If you've never had warm applesauce, it is the most delicious thing
No,
ever.
my mom used to make it all the time.
Nothing to it. You literally could put it in a pot with a little half a cup of water and let it sit there and simmer for 2 hours and you have applesauce. I had never done that in my life. I learned that in a Weight Watcher meeting. I learned so much. I mean, that's largely why I still lead meetings because, we were talking about the meetings earlier. They have to be fun. If you go to a meeting and you don't love the meeting, give it one more try and then say to yourself, let me try a different leader because we all have different personalities. My meetings, many people over the years have said I should be a stand-up comic. If I don't get a couple laughs in my meeting, what's the point? If it's not fun, what are we doing there? And it might just not be the group for you. I've had people switch from one group to another, one location to another. Find a group that you're comfortable in, and you will stay there all the way until you lose all your weight, and people will clap for you. There's no jealousy. We're all thrilled for each other. You get lots of good ideas. I mean, we do have
and a Weight Watchers leader meeting is how long?
About 30 minutes.
Okay, see, I kept thinking it was an hour.
No. About 30 minutes. And people come late and leave early. It's not like school. We have quite a few men these days. I have a lot of men in my meetings, particularly the evening meetings and the weekend meetings, the Sunday meetings. I have a lot of
I bet you'll start to get some families.
Yeah, we do. We have, you have to be 10 years old to be a member, 10-year-old kids. And, what's really going on now is the technology is so amazing between the iPhones and the iPads and all the apps and everything that we have. We have a Weight Watcher scanner where you can literally take a picture. It sort of scans the food and it'll tell you how many points are in things. I mean, we have just finally reached the right century. And that's, part of this idea, this Weight Watchers 360, which is what we're introducing in 2013, really, is all about, we're there for you. 360 as in we have our arms around you. You can come to as many meetings as you want. You can call the 800 number and get help. You can go online. We've got food. We talk about behavior, routines, and tracking. And we talk about power spaces, making sure that your house doesn't have stuff in it that you don't need to have there. I mean, we're all around you. It's more than just to go to a meeting for half an hour and go home and eat.
And you get outlines each month from like the corporate office what you're going to talk about each month.
You haven't been in a center in a long time because what we now have is PowerPoints. We do it all on a video. So we follow a meeting format now.
Okay, no, I haven't.
We've come a long way out of the dark ages. We used to each make our own little I don't even believe we did that for all those years. And I'm no artist. Mine were never any good. But we used to have to, make our own little meeting guides for the meetings. And now it's all on PowerPoint on the computer. So we basically follow whatever it is the Weight Watchers corporate people have decided we're going to talk about that week. But of course, every meeting goes in a different direction.
But you have, everybody tells their personal stories and off you go.
So it's ridiculous. I do between 10 and 12 meetings every week. And I could not be like a school teacher and do the same thing over and over. I start out this week actually, started on Sunday. This week, if you come to one of my Weight Watcher meetings, please do. My first question is, so what did you learn? What did you learn in 2013? What are you taking with you? What's the big lesson for you that you're going to walk into the year with? And then I basically don't say much else in the meeting because the people just take over. And you'd be amazed that some meetings go very deep and talk about their personal lessons. And some meetings say, I learned how to make applesauce. And they're all so different. People talk about whatever's real for them. And it's such a wonderful experience. I must say, I'm a lawyer and, I do life coaching on the side and I have a very busy life, husband and 2 kids. The best part of my week is the Weight Watcher stuff. I look forward to it. I love it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. And it's just so motivating for me. And I'm keeping off 40 pounds. I truly am not sure I would have done that if I didn't become part of the Weight Watcher family. It's just so great.
Isn't your mom and dad still in Weight Watchers?
No, my parents. My family never had a weight issue. No one in my family. I have a skinny brother.
Okay, and your husband's skinny.
Please, 146 pounds. My kids don't have weight issues. No, well, I think they largely don't have weight issues because their mother is a Weight Watcher leader. I think they've learned to eat, pretty early. My kid, it's funny. He's home from college and he went to the he got up. He's not an early riser, and he got up and he went to the gym. He was at UCLA working out at 8 o'clock. Played basketball for about an hour. Worked out in the machines. Came home and was making an omelet as I was leaving just now. And I thought to myself, that's my kid. He doesn't stop at McDonald's. He comes home. He made an omelet with no cheese. He made an omelet. He had like, I think, a half a piece of toast and a couple of tangerines. And that's what he does. That's his routine. You know, he stopped getting meals at the dorm last year because he just couldn't stand the goopy food, and he started cooking for himself. And not only did he lose 5 or 6 pounds, but he saved us like $1,000. But really, Jake. But that was for the $1,000. But he's.
Oh, that's what you bought your iPad with.
Yes, there you go. There you go. But you know
Thank
what?
Jake for your iPad.
Thank you very much. But he's taking control of his food. And my daughter's out of the country. She's in the Middle East, and she can't stand the goopy food. And we were there visiting, and we bought her literally a frying pan. And she started making tortillas with eggs and salsa. I mean, she's took control of her food. And, you know, that's the thing that happens, Alayna, is that people feel victimized. Well, that's just the way we eat in my family. Or that's, you know, they bring bagels into work. What am I supposed to do?
Eat
them.
Either that or eat a half.
Eat a half. What's it called when you pull the stuff out? Scoop?
Yeah,
scoop the bagel.
bagel.
Talk to your boss and say, hey, you know what? I don't eat bagels. Can I get you guys to bring in fruit? You know, they don't want to bring in fruit. It's more expensive than bagels. Bring your own. Go to Weight Watchers. I tell people all the time. I still have an email from someone, I won't say her name, but someone who won an Emmy a couple years ago. And she sent me an email, and she was quoted actually in some, you know, Us magazine or something, saying that everybody was sitting at the table eating their Wolfgang Puck cheesecake, and she pulled out her Weight Watcher bar. What? It's 3 minutes of your life.
I always carry my own food. I pack my food if I'm going to be gone for the day. I don't eat out very often anymore.
I'm going on an airplane on Sunday. I'm doing international travel, and I will have with me 2, I do this every time, 2 Weight Watchers oatmeals. And when I'm ready, I'm getting on the plane in the morning. At some point, the stewardess will go around, and I'll ask her for hot water. I thought it was sexist of me. What are they called? Flight attendants. And I'll ask her for hot water, and I'll do my oatmeal. Every time I do this, about 20 people around me are going, where did she get that? I want one of them. I could sell them. I should bring a bunch and sell them on the plane. But I eat my oatmeal while they're eating some crappy, you know, whatever they're eating.
Yeah, I learned to pack my own food. I always have a cooler in the car packed.
Right.
With a few things.
Right. I will too. I'm taking my Weight Watcher barbecue chips because when they serve me my lunch, you know, whatever it's going to be, I don't want to eat their crap. I want to eat my little barbecue chips, my Weight Watcher ones. I take a bar.
Just learn.
Yep.
You just learn to pack.
Yep.
And it's not that hard.
Yep.
And it saves a lot of money and a lot of time.
Oh, it sure does. Yeah. And your sanity, you know, it's just as my kids would say, or actually I don't think my kids say it anymore, but younger kids would say, it's a no-brainer. You know, I love that phrase, right?
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Because
this is
even
just what
if you
I do.
decide to stop for a salad has a lot of calories.
Yeah, well, you know, it's interesting.
Just like when you stop, you don't know.
Salad is a terrible choice.
Yeah, and you don't know what's in the food. And over the years, I've just kind of like, okay, I want to know what's in my food now.
Well, that's
as much as I possibly can.
That's what.
I mean, I do enjoy eating out. I can't say I don't go out, but now it's much more pleasurable when I go out. I'm not going out on a daily basis.
Right. And you know what you're describing, it's interesting, is what we at Weight Watchers call new routines, because it's so interesting to me. Richard doesn't eat a bunch of stuff. Well, you don't eat meat, right? You don't eat meat. You don't eat pork. I mean, we all have, it's so interesting whether people don't like it or we choose not to eat it, or we have religious or other, you know, vegetarian commitments or whatever it is. There are all things in our lives that we don't, I mean, I don't want to eat sardines. Thank you very much. I don't quite know what they are, but I don't want to eat them. And, you know, I don't eat pork, and I don't eat, I don't eat food like McDonald's and stuff like that. And what happens is those just become routines. So for my kid, I will tell you, he's 22 years old, and when he left the UCLA gym, and it's not because he's cheap, because he's living on my money, he literally would never ever have stopped at McDonald's. I am sure that from UCLA back to our house, a 20-minute drive, it never occurred to him to stop for food because it's a routine now. He goes to the gym, he comes home, he makes something healthy to eat. First of all, why would you work out for 2 hours and then stop at McDonald's? I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all anyway, right? But these things, these behaviors, which is so much of what we work on at Weight Watchers, these behaviors become routines. I always use the example of brushing your teeth. I'm going to bet that everybody in the studio right now Don't tell me if I'm wrong. Everybody in the studio woke up this morning and brushed their teeth. Do not tell me if I'm wrong, right? And I'm going to bet that you just automatically woke up, paddled to the bathroom. Some people brush before breakfast. I know some people brush after. And you just brush your teeth. You don't think about it. You don't stop and go, maybe not today. Or I'll just brush the top or the bottom. You just do what you do, right? That's a routine. You've been doing it since you've had teeth.
Food doesn't seem to fall into that until
It
you
does.
train yourself.
Right. If you're
you
a
have
Weight
to
Watcher.
train yourself.
Right. You train yourself.
You have to
I
train
don't do
yourself.
that. I don't get dessert in a restaurant anymore. I don't eat that way anymore. I only eat sitting down now. You
train
exactly.
yourself.
You train yourself.
You train yourself. Or
Right.
I'm going to share a dessert with somebody. If you're a
Right.
dessert person, I'm only going to get it if I can share it
That's
with
right.
someone.
That's right.
I'll take a couple bites and just enough to get the taste.
Well, the latest is, and it's getting easier and easier for Weight Watchers. 12 years ago, it wasn't so easy, is that like you said, you don't know what's in the food. Now, everybody from the Cheesecake Factory to Denny's to IHOP has nutritional information on the menu.
You still don't know how much salt. Well, they do. They'll give you your sodium, but you still not sure how it's prepared, right?
I don't know. You're looking at a nutrition label. It better
Yeah,
be.
I guess you know.
They better be telling us
Yeah.
the truth. I don't know, but even Starbucks and McDonald's, they all have.
Yeah, when
the
Starbucks
information.
started putting the calories in the fat, I went, "Oh my god! I had no idea that had
Crazy.
that many calories."
I was talking to a couple of managers at Starbucks, and they swear, I don't know if it's true, this is their propaganda anyway, that sales have not gone down. Now that even though they put up, these things
Probably
are 1,300
not.
calories.
Probably not.
People don't care.
They don't care. They want it. They're hungry. They want
crazy.
something with their coffee. They don't care.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they should care. But if you're doing it once in a while, it's okay. But if you're doing it on a daily basis, it's
So you
not
had
okay.
you had your muffin the other day?
I did. And it probably had more calories than the pancakes and the chicken and the egg whites that my friend was having.
So when are you going to have another muffin?
A year.
Oh, a whole year will go by?
Yeah, I'm not, I love them, but I can't. I mean, I would eat a muffin every day if I could, or I'd eat a chocolate, but it doesn't fit into my lifestyle, and I don't feel that healthy after. I mean, it was fun because I knew it was a holiday season, but it's not going to be as much fun as if I eat it on a regular basis.
Right. Did you ever hear me say that I'm convinced that heaven is lined with muffins?
I know you're a muffin person.
I used to be. I cannot tell you the last time I had a muffin.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's been way over a couple years. I just sort of gave them up and said, you know what? If I can't have 3 or if I can't have 1 every day, I don't want them at all. Because I would be sad to eat 1 muffin and think, that's it? I'm done?
No, I mean, if I want one, I'll get one, but there's no...
But you don't have them in your house.
Oh, no.
Right.
No.
It would be a big
I mean,
decision.
and Gelson's is at the corner of my street, so I could just walk down and get one anytime. But
why
I
don't you?
Because of the calories and the fat and...
So you think about the consequences?
Uh-huh.
If I eat this muffin, then, right. And that's, as you can imagine, that's the problem with most people who haven't yet gotten on the wagon of Weight Watchers, is that they don't realize the consequences. They just say, I want it now. Well, this is not furthering your cause of good health or losing weight. I want it now. And, the funny thing about muffins, I figured out a long time ago, is it never was quite a meal for me.
No, it's not enough.
So later on, I kind of convinced myself I didn't really eat. And it just, what was it?
Well, there's no protein.
Nothing.
There's nothing healthy in it.
Why do we like them so much?
Because they got sugar.
You're sugar, I'm carbs.
Okay, well, both combined.
Yeah, what's a perfect food beyond muffins, even more perfect for me, is donuts. You don't like donuts, as they're so.
Oh, I grew up on Dunkin' Donuts.
I did too.
Because I was from back east.
I don't think there's me too. I don't think there's a more perfect food than a donut. My salivary glands are going, speaking about it. And, I'll tell you a story. Many years ago, I've had 3 surgeries on the same knee, my 3 left knees. And when I went into the doctor to see if I needed surgery, this is years ago, see if I needed surgery the 3rd time, I was very upset that I had torn my meniscus the 3rd time. And my dad went with me to the doctor's office. It was in the Marina on Lincoln, I remember. And we came out, the doctor said, yes, you need surgery. We'll see you next week. And I was really miserable. And I was with my dad. And we went across to Gelson's. That's what made me think of it. There's a Gelson's there on Lincoln. And we went across the street. My dad said, let me buy you a cup of coffee. And I knew where we were going. And we got there, no weight problem for my dad. And he's a doll. I'm in Weight Watchers. It was probably, 6 or 7 years ago. And my dad said, would you like a donut? And I had absolutely no resolve in me to not eat a donut. I just was, I deserve a donut. So I had a donut, and this is the story. I was finishing it, this glazed donut. It was great, I remember. And I was finishing it, and my dad looked at me very sad, and he said, do you want another one? No, do you need another one? And I said, I do. I need another one, but I'm not going to have it. And I remember that moment. That was a decision I made to say, I'm not going down that road. I felt like a drug addict, Do I need another donut?
That's what it does.
I still am going to have surgery. It's not going to take away, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's right. That's
it's
it. That's
the same
the drug
thing. It's the druggy thing.
It is. Once
yeah,
you get
food
started.
can be a drug.
It is.
It is a drug, so you have to control it.
Yep. So better not to start.
It's just better not to start. It's better to go to meetings, and it's just better to stay healthy. So yo-yoing is worse.
Oh my gosh, yes. So I tell people just to put a positive spin on this, because I don't want people to ever think, oh, this is such a drag and this is what I have to do.
Because you can eat a donut in Weight Watchers.
Absolutely.
You could probably eat 2 donuts in Weight Watchers.
Probably about 7 points. Go ahead.
You know, I mean, you can eat a donut. You can eat a muffin.
Oh yeah. 15 points probably. Yeah.
But at least you know what you're eating.
That's
you know
right.
your points, so you know that you have to cut back on something else. So you know how to do it.
That's right. No, but that's the joy of Weight Watchers is that you can have alcohol, you can have your donut, you can have your muffin, you can have your chocolate bar, you can have anything you want. You just have to count it. You have to be responsible. And that's the big difference between our program and every other program. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle decision. We're kind of teaching people how to go to parties and how to, have guests at your house and still be on program. We want you to be, connected, because I always say weight loss happens up here. It's a decision that people make to say, and now I'm ready. Like going to the gym or anything else. I'm ready. I'm committed to doing this. It's very interesting. What do you think, because we're not going to do any call-ins, but what do you think is the number one or any reasons why people don't do this? I mean, it's not expensive. It's $42.95 a month.
They're lazy.
I think you're right. I think that's
They're
number
lazy. They just don't want to, they're married. Their husbands think they're okay. It's a lot of work. They don't want to put the work in.
So how can we turn that around and have them? I mean, the problem, the issue with this, like anything else, with alcoholism, with drug addiction, with anything else, the pain has to be worse than than taking the action. So at some point you have to say, everybody, most people who walk into Weight Watchers, I can't say everybody, most of my members who walk into Weight Watchers, because what we do is you stay for a meeting and then we have the after meeting. And in that after meeting for 10 or 15 minutes, the leader goes over the program and all that. The after meeting begins with my asking newcomers, so what brings you here? And of course we all laugh because they say I'm fat. And I say, no, but why now? Why is this the right time? And the answers, I wish I had a tape recorder. People say, you know what? I've been single my whole life and I'll never, find anybody because of the way I feel about myself. Or somebody else will say, I just was passed over for a promotion and I'm really clear that it was my weight. They won't say that, but that's why.
And a lot of times doctors send them.
Doctors, that's the other thing. My doctor said. Or, my kid is in preschool now and I don't want her to have, and this was one of my big reasons, the fat mommy. I don't want her, there's
that's
the
a
fat
big
mommy.
one.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. Or some of the older moms say, my kids, I got married late. I had my kids late. I'm competing with all these younger moms.
Younger hot moms.
Hot moms. So that's a thing. There's just lots of reasons. And I think you have to have one of those to get motivated.
You do.
And if you don't have one, you're not going to show up in Weight Watchers.
I agree.
You have to have a reason.
Yeah, a big reason.
A big
reason that you hold on to. Yeah, people come in, they say, I'm telling you, that's such an interesting conversation. Why are you here? Even my fat jeans don't fit anymore. I hear that all the time. Basically, a lot from men and women.
Yeah, or
I've grown out of my clothes.
And I'm out of control. My food is out of control.
I hate the way I'm eating. I hate the way I feel about myself,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
a
think
big one.
I'm so glad we got to this because I believe, as you do, that it's important for people to get in touch with that, because what happens is we feel like crap. We feel fat. And I have to tell you the truth, sometimes it's people with 10 pounds on their body who walk in, they weigh 137, and I look at these women, and they go like, oh, I'm so fat. Okay, whatever.
To
for
them, they
they're fat.
are. Yeah,
Right.
they're very uncomfortable with
That's
that
right.
extra. I'm uncomfortable with an extra couple pounds.
That's right.
That champagne and wine, I got on the scale yesterday. I was like 113.2.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Richard and I are just, we're horrified.
Yeah.
No, 113.2. You are too
But
funny.
last week I was
That's the high.
109.
That's a high for you. No, that's a big.
you know, I don't try. I don't want to get over that because I was at one.
Not 113.
Oh,
Point two. You are too cute for words. So let's in our break, can we ask people to sort of find their motivation? Maybe even write it down.
Turn around and give the phone number while you feel like you're in a talky mood. Tell them to call.
Could we get a call? I can't.
Sure.
I can't do that. You do that.
Okay, you can call us. We haven't had many callers,
Call.
but Lynn's very talky. She wants to have callers. So the call-in number here is 323-247-7443. Again, if you want to talk to Lynn Kaufman, Weight Watchers leader, and join our conversation, call 323-247-7443. And if you don't call us, just keep listening.
Call.
We're still here.
Yay.
Sometimes it's hard to call during lunch hours,
113.2. Oh, no.
That was after
People
Dr.
hate you now. Do you realize how many people hate you?
But we're only 5'1".
They still hate you.
No, they don't.
Yes,
They
they do.
see me every
Oh,
day.
Richard and I are nodding. Oh, yes, they do.
But it took me years to get to this weight. I didn't just get there. Most of my
Hard
life.
work.
Yeah, most of my life. I mean, my high, I think, was 135.
Whoa. That's a lot of weight on you.
Yeah, that was a lot of weight. I didn't, it was just over the years of just learning better nutrition and better exercise that I finally, in my 60s, got to this weight.
Wow.
It just took me a long time. I know we're going
Good
to
work.
break.
Bye.
All right.
See you
soon. We're not ending the show. All right. Lynn and I will
See you
be
soon.
right back. This is Alayna Beauty Talk and more on LA Talk Live, or more than just talk.
Call us.
Should survive to 105. Look at all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part. You have a head start if you are among the very young at heart.
You are now tuned into LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Walk, run, climb, play. Solgar number 7 can help. Feel the difference for yourself. Solgar number 7 actually shows improvement in joint comfort within 7 days. Now you can start to get back on track fast and pursue the activities you love. Solgar number 7 is a breakthrough in joint care with no glucosamine and no chondroitin. The advanced bioactives in Solgar number 7 help to increase flexibility, mobility, range of motion, and actually shows improvement within just 7 days. One capsule, once a day, is all you need. When stiff joints occasionally say no, Solgar number 7 says yes. Visit Solgar.com and learn more about Solgar number 7 today. That's www.solgar.com, www.solgar.com. Solgar number 7, official sponsors of Here's to Your Health with Josh Lane and LA Talk Live.
Hi everyone, Chef Richard Petty here to tell you about LA Talk Live's new cookie show, Let's Do Lunch, with me, your host, Chef Richard Petty. Let's Do Lunch launches Saturday, January 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Well, tune in to Let's Do Lunch with me, Chef Richard Petty, Saturdays, 10 to 11 a.m., exclusively on LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk.
people, it's Jennifer Tapia from StarCam. You guys might know me from the red carpet, catching up with all the stars, but guess what? We're bringing the red carpet to the radio right out here on LA Talk Live. I'm going live Thursday nights at 6 p.m. We got hot topics, celebrities, and much more. We were featured on Chloe Lamar on E!, Howard Stern, T.I.'s Family Hustle. You know how we do. So check it out on Thursday nights, 6 p.m. All things Hollywood, everything celebrity. StarCam Radio?
StarCam Radio? StarCam Radio!
Oh yeah, follow us on Twitter at StarCam Radio.
Oh, your skin looks great.
Thank you.
What's your secret?
Frankincense and myrrh oil by Ancient Essence.
Frankincense and myrrh oil by Ancient Essence?
Yes, it's a beauty secret used since the time of the Greeks and Romans. The spa in Malibu told me about frankincense and myrrh by Ancient Essence, and now my skin is lovely.
Well, your skin looks great.
Call Ancient Essence at 1-800-627-9813. Discover the secret of beautiful skin. Call 1-800-627-9813. Discover the secret. Frankincense and myrrh oil by Ancient Essence. Discover the secret of beautiful skin. Available at fine spas and beauty centers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this here's another one for the steppers. DJ Wayne Williams, put the record on.
Welcome back to Alayna's Beauty Talk and more, the Weight Watchers show with Lynn Kaufman. What are we going to talk about now to keep people motivated for this last half hour of the show?
The Biggest Loser.
Okay.
Do you know the show?
Yeah, it's coming back on the air.
Yeah, I know a couple people work on the show. In fact, I was just invited to go to the finale. You know, it's interesting. We have, I'll be out of the country for the first couple. I have them taped. People have very strong opinions. People in Weight Watchers have very strong opinions about The Biggest Loser. I find that many of my members who are extremely overweight, meaning 100 pounds or so or more overweight, they hate the show. And I'll tell you why. We've talked about it a lot with them. And they resent the fact that these people go away somewhere and they it's like a game, but they work out like 8 hours a day.
Right,
I love
do.
The Biggest Loser. Let me just say, first of all, I love The Biggest Loser. I love the fact that they have shown the world, as far as we know, unless there's been terrific editing, no one has died on the show, unless they've really done a good job editing. But I think we'd know. No one's died, which
it
means,
would get out.
Of course, which means that morbidly obese people, it's not a judgment, that's a medical term. Morbidly obese people, guess what? Can exercise and not die, right? Nobody thought that somebody who's 200 pounds overweight could get on a treadmill and work out and not have a heart attack and die.
Well, they have doctors and
Absolutely.
They have everybody right there.
Nobody
on
should
the
do
set.
this without getting medical approval.
They can't.
Well, but nobody's doing it for 8 hours a day anyway.
No,
You and me at our gym, I'm there for 45 minutes.
I'm there a lot longer.
I'm sure you are. But what they've shown us is that even morbidly obese people
Can walk,
can do exercise, can swim
even
in a
if they're
pool.
lying in bed. There's things that people can do.
Absolutely.
Chair exercises, bed exercise. There's a lot of things
I love it.
you can do.
What I love so many things about the show, but I love so many things, and my deal is that I'm not allowed to sit or lie down when I watch the show, meaning I stand and I march in place, or I do that. I mean, I think it's rude to the contestants that I'm lying in bed watching them. My son used to have his friends come over. This is so mean. He'd have his friends come over to watch it, and they'd order a pizza. I just thought that was so rude, sitting in front of The Biggest Loser. But here's the thing that I love about it is that with the coaches, or they call them coaches, I think, with the coaches, trainers, eventually they get, and I love this, they get the story out of each one of them. Each week it's a different person, and
this year, I think this season they have kids too,
I think,
which is very important.
I'm so glad.
I'm thrilled.
But what they do is, at some point, they help the individual figure out what the heck is going on, and that's what I really want to talk about. I think that this is not a casual issue for people, their weight, and I think, like we were saying at the end, you've got to hold on to whatever that is that got you to this awful place in the first place, whether it's 10 pounds or 200 pounds overweight, and figure it out. And I don't think you have to go to therapy. I think you just have to be really honest. Was it something about your childhood? Was it, sometimes I'll ask people what's going on and they go, I just like food. And I think, okay, fine, you don't want to talk about it. Nobody just likes food.
Nobody just likes food. Food is always used as a crutch.
Right. There's
something
something
that
going
triggers you to overeat.
That's right.
Because we weren't born to overeat.
Absolutely.
We trained ourselves to overeat.
That's right.
So we need to find out what's triggering us
Right.
to overeat. Why are we standing in the kitchen at 11 o'clock at night eating?
Right.
When we should be sleeping, reading a book.
Right.
Why, when you should be at the gym or out walking. I mean, not everybody likes the gym. I mean, you have to find what exercise you like or what you will tolerate. A lot of people will never love to exercise, but you have to find what you'll tolerate and do.
Right.
So,
what's interesting about food and all behavior actually is that what we know now is that if it didn't work, we wouldn't do it. In other words, I find I'm an ex-smoker and I find smoking despicable. It's an awful habit. And yet you've got to wonder, why do so many people smoke? Right? It's disgusting. I mean, if you read a cigarette package lately, it basically says you will die if you smoke this. I mean, the language is so strong, and it's in very large letters, and it says smoking causes death. I mean, I saw that on a package. I just thought, seriously, oh yes, let me have some. Smoking causes death. Well, you know what? Overeating donuts and muffins causes death. Oh, bring them on. So why do you think people smoke? There's positive.
I have no idea because I was never a smoker.
Okay,
I don't
just
know.
imagine, because there's a positive.
They enjoy it.
Why? What do they enjoy about it?
I don't know. I guess it takes their mind off of something.
Okay, good. It's a good distraction.
It's a distraction, and they say it's relaxing.
There you go.
They like holding it,
right?
and
you feel cool, right?
But they just
cuts their appetite.
Right. That I know. It cuts their appetite.
Okay.
Because I've known a lot of people that quit smoking that gained a lot of weight and ended up at Weight Watchers.
Right. So it cuts your appetite, supposedly. It makes you feel cool. No question about it, teenagers. No question about it. You're a little bit of a rebel. I mean, there's a lot of good reasons that people smoke. It keeps me from doing other worse things. I understand that. Okay. So how do you change a habit? If we have a habit of smoking or overeating, how do you change a habit? You have to get in touch with, this is the interesting part, what you get out of it. And if it's feeling cool, then for Pete's sake, get a nose ring. You know what I mean? Find another way to feel cool other than smoking. So one of the things that we teach people at Weight Watchers is that if you can get in touch with the reason you overeat, why am I in the kitchen at 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah, that's
why. I'm bored. I'm lonely. I'm sad.
It.
I'm anxious about work tomorrow. Well, people, okay, let me show you something. If you're feeling lonely at 11 o'clock at night, maybe you could call a friend. Maybe you could email somebody, turn on the television, get a pet. I mean, the thing is, what I always say to my Weight Watcher members is, you're not solving the right problem. If the problem is feeling, I'm angry at my boss and by George, I'm going to eat this dozen donuts, guess what happens at the end? I haven't even talked to my boss. All I've done is eat a dozen donuts.
And you feel miserable.
And now you're even angry at your boss because he made you eat a dozen donuts. I mean, it's just such a ridiculous situation.
You're going in this vicious cycle.
Ridiculous. So what we tell people is figure out what's going on. Are you bored? If you're bored, get an iPad and read a book. Buy a Kindle. Make some new friends. Play words with friends. I mean, find something else to do. And we've used food for the wrong reason. So all of this is pretty complex, but the reason I wanted to bring it up is because that's part of what we do at Weight Watchers. We help people figure it out. It's kind of funny because depending on what week you walk into Weight Watchers, people can come for 2, 3, or 4 weeks in a row. We basically don't talk about food. And I think it's so interesting because I have members who are looking at me after the meeting and going, are you going to tell us what to eat? Not really. We give you suggested food plans if you're the kind of person who wants to follow one. We have cookbooks. We have menus online. We'll do all that for you. But we know at Weight Watchers, what we know is that it's bigger than just what people eat. It's just so big. And we want to help people through that. And that's what I love about Weight Watchers. And
that's what the meetings do. They help you figure it out. And you're not sitting in a room by yourself. You're sitting in a room with between, 10 and 50 people?
I hope not 10. Not at this time of year.
Yeah.
I mean 30, 40 people probably in a room.
So you're with a whole room of people that have the same problem, and probably 10 of them are the same as yours. So you don't feel alone, like you're isolated, like you're the only one that has this problem.
Yeah, it
makes it much easier.
Much easier to not feel alone. It's really, I think that's
because
got to
when
be
you
one of the
feel
worst.
alone, that's when you do the most damage.
Oh yeah. And I think it's unnecessary to feel alone. I mean, we kind of, what, like you were saying earlier, whatever somebody's done, there's somebody in the room who's probably done something worse. So I always remember that Friends episode, the television show Friends.
I love that
where
show.
Monica, I love that show. We still watch the reruns all the time. But Monica, I think she puts her hand in the, am I on the right show? I might be on the wrong show. It might be, no, what? It's not. It's Sex in the City. It's the redhead in Sex in the City. She throws away half a chocolate cake, and she was supposedly overweight, for a while. She throws away a chocolate cake, and then she goes in the garbage and pulls it back out. Yeah,
I've done that with pretzels.
Have you really?
Yeah.
That's why we have garbage disposals.
So now if I want to throw it out, I have to take it outside and throw it in the dumpster.
You don't have a garbage disposal?
I don't get to throw pretzels down the garbage.
Why?
Because it's an old apartment built in 1950. It probably would blow up my garbage disposal.
Oh, you'd be amazed what I put down the garbage disposal. But then it's gone forever. But you're right. If you take it out to the garbage, you put it underneath some goopy stuff, pour,
under kitty litter.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, because sometimes I just want a few pretzels and I can't keep the whole bag. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of a waste. I want to give it to a homeless person. But then I'll keep it and I'll eat it.
Can you buy individual bags?
I do now.
Okay, good.
But sometimes they're out.
Oh, right. But that's the way to
I do
solve
individual
it.
bags. Yeah, I do individual bags of everything.
You're a pretzel person?
Love pretzels.
Next time I'll bring you pretzels from Weight Watchers.
Oh,
individual bags.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Would I bring her pretzels to binge on? Hello? No, individual bags. We have these.
Yeah, I do everything.
Do you like the flat ones? They're so good.
Whichever ones you bring me, I'll be thrilled.
Oh, you love pretzels? Okay,
yeah.
Next time I'll bring you. These pretzels are so good. These
I
Weight
do
Watcher
like
ones.
pretzels.
Individual little bags, just enough.
If I had my choice between muffin, donut, or pretzels, I would have pretzels.
Really? My husband too. He loves pretzels.
I love pretzels.
That's funny because that's not sweet. You said you have a sweet thing, and those are salty.
Well, I usually get the unsalted.
Unsalted pretzel? Oh, yeah. You know what? The Weight Watcher pretzels probably have a lot of sodium. There's unsalted pretzels. What's the point? I love the salt.
I don't know. I've gotten used to eating everything unsalted, so salt tastes really not so good to me.
Oh.
But I like, I'll look, the Pirates booties in the individual packages, the veggie ones are good.
I don't like those.
My new favorite things that aren't too bad are those snap peas.
Oh, really?
Those are delicious.
I've never had them.
I've seen
them.
Try them. They're really good.
Oh, I don't know the calories on them.
They aren't too bad.
No.
They're peas.
Okay.
But there's only that one brand that's good. Trader Joe's stopped carrying them and came out with their own, but they're not as good.
Okay, good to know. I'll check them. I know I've seen them at Costco.
They're fun. Your kids would like them.
But pretzels without salt. I've never even looked for pretzels without salt.
Well, they're only made by one company.
Oh, okay.
No, a couple companies. Actually, the Jewish pretzels, here's a company.
Snyder kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know what?
Snyder's makes them.
I'm going to look at the Weight Watcher ones and see. I'll bring them and see if you like them. So individual packs are one of our big solutions.
I mean, if they're just a small pack, you can eat them. You just got to be careful.
Put the rest away.
Yeah.
We have this product at Weight Watchers. I think it's high in sodium, but it's pop chips, but it's barbecue pop chips.
Oh, you brought those. They were high in salt.
I'm sure they are because
they
so
were
delicious.
hard.
But they taste just like a barbecue potato chip, and I'm taking one bag on the airplane.
I mean, not everybody has sodium issues.
Yeah, it's not a Weight Watcher issue. It's a personal.
It's a personal thing.
Health issue. Yeah.
But you should keep your sodium always under control.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. It's not too much salt is not good for you.
No matter if you have a salt problem or not a salt problem.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Because also too much salt puffs your eyes, puffs your hands, puffs your face. So
you can always tell when I've had a lot of salt.
Yeah,
I've been crying.
So puffy. It's really beauty-wise, it's not good for you.
Well, that's interesting. And then you have to drink a lot of water.
You have to drink, but puffing your face out and letting it go down causes wrinkles. So remember that.
I didn't know that. I learned something every day. Look at that.
Yeah.
Really?
Anything. Like if you blow up a balloon and then you shrink it, it shrinks up all shrivelly. It's the same thing with your skin. If you puff it up with salt and sodium, and when it goes back down, it loses its elasticity.
You know, we didn't talk about beauty really or just vanity, which is
a big
really
part
big
of
issue.
it.
Yeah.
And if you start young staying in shape, you won't have stretch marks, you won't have hangy skin, you won't have hangy arms,
Right.
you won't have inner thigh. I mean, so if you do it starting young in your 20s and 30s, you'll have a much healthier lifestyle, and it'll be a lot easier to stay in shape, and you'll like yourself a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The earlier you start, the better.
The earlier you start, the better.
You're never getting younger than you are today.
No.
2013.
Oh, my God. I just remember when it was the year 2000. It doesn't seem like it was 13 years ago.
Funny, I asked somebody a question yesterday, and I said, when did you, whatever it was, and he said, let's see, it was 19, and I said, stop. That was just so long ago.
Yeah.
Any year date. So he was like, well, 1990. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we've already been in the 2000 for 13 years.
We did a century change. It's really big, you know.
We did.
Here we are, 2013, onward and upward. It's going to be a great
all right,
year.
give out Weight Watchers all the contact
I will.
information because we're getting down to the last few minutes.
I'm really proud to say we have not raised our price this year. I think we're the only company in the world that didn't do a price increase. We are $42.95 for a monthly pass. We have free registration now through the month of January, so people can come in and only pay $14. If you want to check out a meeting for free, you're welcome to do that. If you do decide to join us and don't want any of the online tools, you can join for $14. You show me something. I mean, I can barely get out of Starbucks for $14. We'll give you all the information. You'll sit down for a getting started session after the meeting. We'll, be all warm and cozy to you and explain the whole thing. We have something really exciting and new on Weight Watchers, which people are welcome to register or sign up online before they walk into a meeting. We had it happen the other day. It's new for us and it's very exciting. When we turn on our computers in the morning or in the afternoon or evening, we have a little note that says, expect Deborah at the 5:30 meeting, and it gives us Deborah's information. So when somebody walks in and says, hello, I'm Deborah, we're ready for her. We've
do you
got the
put
computer
name tags
up.
on people?
We do have name tags.
Okay.
We do. As corny as it is, I didn't do it for years. I love name tags. I don't remember people's names. I call my kids my dog's name. I'm not good with names. It helps. But the name tags are not just for me. They actually, when people wear name tags, I find they talk to each other.
I think it's good.
It's very cozy. So to get in touch with us, we're at, of course, 1-800-651-6000. You'll reach an operator at Weight Watchers. They'll direct you to meeting locations. You can use the automatic directory on the phone and just punch in your zip code, and they'll tell you where the next meeting is in your location. Additionally, what else do we have online? WeightWatchers.com is the best in the world. You can take a look at it. You can read about our new 360 program we talked about today. You can watch the Jennifer Hudson ad. She's just awesome. You can watch the Jessica Simpson ad. Jessica Simpson is our new spokesperson, sort of. She lost 60 pounds. She's on the cover of Weight Watcher magazine this month. And after I left here last week, we had a big powwow on the phone with our boss, our territory manager. And we were all a little surprised to hear that Jessica Simpson is pregnant. And we do not have a pregnancy program at Weight Watchers. So the official word on it is that Jessica is very much a part of the Weight Watcher family, but she will not be doing the Weight Watcher program during her pregnancy. My hunch is that she lost 60 pounds, got so hot, couldn't resist temptation, and got pregnant again. So, girlfriend, really, birth control, But anyway, so she is now pregnant again and will not be doing our program while she's pregnant. But I'm certain she looked so hot, 60 pounds
did look
down.
great.
She looked great. She looked like herself again. Hoping that she will, not gain too much weight and then get all the way back down to her gorgeous figure soon after. So you're welcome to see either of those commercials online and find the Weight Watcher locations. Get yourself to a meeting.
This is a perfect time to start.
The best.
This is the best. And it's fun because everything's crowded. Everybody's talking about how much weight they gained over the holidays, or, oh my God, I've been wanting to do this for so long. I finally made it through the door.
Let's do it.
So let's just do it. No excuses.
No
this
excuses.
time.
Let's
Just
take care of business.
do it. You'll feel so much better.
Yep.
So much better. And you'll be so much healthier.
Right. And maybe when I come back, hopefully in February, people will call in and tell us how they did and how inspired they were by
Well,
the
you'll
show.
just have to remember at the beginning of the show to tell people to start
call
to
in.
do that.
Yeah, I'd love to do call-ins next
But
time.
now that you have an iPad, you can have people tweet you too. Do you have a Twitter?
No, I don't.
Oh, I got to remember to give out. I got a whole bunch of
do
new
it.
followers on my Twitter account, so got to remember to give it
Do
out
it.
because I am starting to tweet. So please, if you have any questions or you just want to say hello or follow, I guess follow me or follow
you.
Alayna's Beauty Talk. That's more. I don't like following me. But anyway, my Twitter handle is @BeautyTalkLive.
At Beauty Talk.
Yeah, at Beauty Talk Live. So yeah, it's really fun. You get these emails. This person's following you. That person's
Really?
following.
How cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. Or somebody retweeted some stuff that I sent out. So it's getting kind of exciting. I actually like doing it. So I'm gonna try to build my Twitter following.
Yay.
So anyway, remember it's at Beauty Talk Live.
Yay.
Yay.
I've got to come back before Valentine's Day because I get very nervous that
my shows are booked.
February? Okay.
So you
All
have
right,
to
so
come
let me-
near the end of February.
I'll come at the end of February. So let me just warn people. Food does not equal love. Food is food. Food is food. Start telling your loved ones now. Gift certificate, Target, Starbucks, Nordstrom. They don't have to give you food. Really, there's other ways to show people
But
you
you
love
can
them.
give them one candy kiss that won't kill them.
One candy kiss.
You
Yep.
can do one. That's as much as just a big one. You know, you don't have to go overboard.
See's candy, man, those lines are around the block on Valentine's Day.
I know. I pass it when I come to the
We
studio.
do. Don't
pass it.
do it. Don't do it. Buy your loved one a oil sprayer or a salad
And put
spinner.
it. You know, if you want to give her one little candy, that's okay. Just not a whole box because they tend to eat the whole box.
Does this not spell love? An oil sprayer? Come on. Come on.
But you know, just be grateful that you're healthy. So keep
You
your
bet.
health. You know, it's just easier to keep it.
You bet.
Than to try and get it back. So, and if you're trying to get it back, just be patient.
Yep.
It takes time.
It does. Come on in and visit us. We'll teach you how to get through what's coming up? The Super Bowl? Is that a football game?
Yeah.
The Valentine's Day. The rest of the, my Clippers finally lost. Man.
And so did the Lakers. They got to get their act.
Lakers are
They're
losing
playing
everything.
each other Friday
Friday
night.
yep.
It's going to be a big game
We'll be
here.
watching. We're
We'll
going
be
Saturday
watching.
night. I went last week. It was really fun. We went
Oh,
on
it's
Saturday.
always fun going to the game.
love them. Yep.
Oh, and a shout out to my friend Jamal Wilkes. They retired.
Oh, yeah?
They retired his jersey. I was so proud. That was one of the reasons I got the Lakers station, just so I could watch Jamal get that. So that was very excited. He looked terrific.
That's so great.
So that was so nice to see. So anyway, we're gonna close out the show. I do know who's coming next week.
Who?
I have Alayna coming. She's the tango lady because I wanna, get people inspired to get up and move. Not everybody's like me that loves to go to the gym. So she's also very inspiring to get you up. I think she's also bringing a salsa person, a salsa
fun.
teacher. So we're going to have tango, salsa, or just tango. She teaches both too. But Alayna is very inspiring to get you up, get you out dancing because, I'm trying to bring in a lot of different things so that people know that they have choices.
Right, good.
You
That's
know that
great.
you don't
Right.
have to do just one type of exercise and meet people just one way. So that's who's coming in next week. Yeah,
Yay.
the whole month of January, I'm trying to just do all kind of inspiring things to get you healthy and beautiful.
All right.
So this is Alayna's Beauty Talk and more. Lynn and I are going to close the show by wishing you all a very, very happy
Happy New Year.
and healthy New Year. And if you have some weight to lose, please check out check out Weight Watchers online. Check out a Weight Watchers meeting. It's a lot more fun and I can't say it's a lot easier, but it's one of the best programs around.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, happy, healthy New Year.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next Wednesday at noon. Bye.
See your smile when I hit play. You grace the cover of a magazine, but you decline the opportunity. Cause you so different, the way you living is paving a new way. Cause there's no doubting, I'm all about it. No more searching, love, I found it. Ended up with my heart and soul. About time that you know. If you just believe and see like I see, you'll know one as special. Let me take your hand and kiss that arm. I'll show you the good guy and don't see the devil. Watch me take them dudes down with my bad arm. Saying that you look fat, psh, girl, stop it. The only thing that's fat is my chubby wallet. But it's about to lose weight, I'm about to spend it on you. We be walking around the mall with two shakes. She like my style, my swag, and my similes. Let's just keep on kissing, never stop, like infinity. I mean physically, you off the charts, boo. You little thief, you stole my heart, boo.
Thank you for tuning in to LA Talk Live, reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we're more than just talk. Stay tuned.
It's time.